Hey guys, this is OJ Williams here with the Nocturnal. We are live at the HBO world premiere of Fahrenheit 451, produced by Michael B. Jordan. Check it out.
What's going on, man? Appreciate it, bro.
This is one of the first films out of your new production house.
Yep.
What do you love most about storytelling?
Oh man, making people think and feel. You know, feel things. I think is truly incredible, and being able to, tell those stories on film and and television. I think is fascinating. I really enjoy it.
Thank you. Congratulations, sir.
Oh man,
it's a good film.
Bro, my man. Yeah. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, Candy.
Hi, baby.
You're a really good actress.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
No, like for real, you're really good.
Thank you, OJ. I really appreciate that.
You're back on HBO.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Is HBO a fun place to work?
Yes, HBO is a very fun place to work. Yes.
What is it about the script that really attracted you and said yes? Because you picked great roles, as obviously. So what about this role said, I want this one?
Well, it's Toni Morrison. And the interpretation for me was close to Gloria. God, I can't think of her last name. From The Matrix.
Oracle.
Yes. Yes.
Oracle.
Yes.
She did have an Oracle vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I loved.
So funny.
I loved it. I loved everything about it. I loved what it was saying. I love the cast. Huge fan of Michael Shannon's and Michael B. Jordan. Huge fan of theirs. And this director, Ramin, I watched his film, 99 Homes.
Yeah.
And
Michael,
I said, okay, please, let me be a part of this, please. Yeah.
What was, like, every time you work with a different director, they pull something out of you and something different. What did you learn working with this director?
I'm not so sure if it's that they pull something different as much as they place things and talk to you in a way that makes you the instrument of their vision. So, exactly, okay?
So like a different coach almost.
Yes, it's like, okay, this is where you want this. This is where you want to feel that. So it's almost like, you're playing with a coach, with a high-level coach, and you're a high-level athlete. So it's a game.
You are a high-level athlete.
Okay. Take him on. Okay.
I watched this film last night, and I took away so much from it. It has.
Tell me, I haven't seen it.
Oh my gosh, like the importance of knowledge, the importance of books, the importance of like the media, and like how do you judge the media, how you watch the media. So when you read the script, what did you take away from it meaning-wise and message-wise?
I didn't read the book.
Oh, the script.
What I took away from the script is that we're closer than we may think to this world.
That's the scary part.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was like, I could see a straight line. You know? I'm telling you.
I do know. That's why I'm trying to laugh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to laugh through the scary.
It is scary.
Yeah.
It is scary.
But you're amazing, and I can't wait to watch it again, to see you again. And we're going to have fun tonight.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, have fun. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, OJ.
You look so great.
You look great.
Thanks.
What are you wearing?
I am wearing Stella McCartney.
Oh, you're so
Yes,
fancy.
That's right, and I ate a bunch of carbs before this, so I'm feeling my best self.
Oh, yes, living your best life. I was so happy to see you when I watched the movie last night. I was like, oh my God, there goes Lily.
Thank you.
Talk about getting a part of this role and venturing onto the big screen and HBO.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, Fahrenheit 451 is a book I read when I was in school,
Yeah.
and so to get the opportunity to be in the making of the film was really special for me. Alongside Michael B. Jordan and Mike Shannon, I was like, there's so many times when I was on set just like, let me just absorb what's happening right now, because I learned so much just from watching them create magic on set.
I'm sure. And then what reporter, as you in the film you play a reporter, what reporter did you channel when playing her?
Honestly, none of them, and I have a very good reason for that. My character changed quite a bit when I got on set. I initially wasn't a reporter. I was a vlogger type character. And so the next day when I turned into a reporter, I just had to come up with it on the spot. And that's what I channeled. I channeled just a very dark version of myself. Like a sleep-deprived, dark, angry version of myself.
Well, you did amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, love.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
Congratulations on tonight. What initially attracted you to this project that said, all right, this is my project?
I love the novel since I was in 9th grade. Ray Bradbury, one of the genius of American writers.
Yeah.
I thought about the project in 2015 because of the state of the world and the state of technology and social media and the internet.
Yeah.
And I turned to HBO to help get the rights for me. And that's kind of what started the whole process.
But then you got to put this all-star team together, from the Michaels to Candy. How did you establish this team, this all-star team?
I did my last film, 99 Homes, with Michael Shannon.
And
yeah, thank you. And we really got along. So before I even started writing, he had agreed to play Captain Beatty.
That helped.
It helped, because I could write it for him.
Yeah.
Then I loved Jordan in The Wire, and when I saw Fruitvale, I was blown away. And then Creed, he took it to another level. And so I went down to meet him. He was finishing Black Panther. We talked, we met, we connected, and then I started tailoring the part for him and his ideas and how he saw things. And then the two mics really clicked.
Yeah, they did great chemistry. The ping pong game between the two of them, the whole film.
Jordan won Shannon over in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he can do that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And so the fact that they like each other so much made their betrayal very difficult because neither one wants to betray the other one.
But that works so well.
It works really well in the film.
What was the most difficult part about directing this film? What was the hardest scene for you to direct?
Watching books burn. It was very painful.
Yeah.
It was very painful to do that. And then what made it more disturbing was, at a certain point, it became almost hypnotic to see the pages curling up over one another. And Bradbury oddly warned about that. He predicted so many things. He thought we would want to be happy instead of thinking. He thought we would not want to see two sides of a question, only one or none. Bradbury warned us about so many things that are happening now. We put all our trust and given up all our thinking and ideas to internet. Who's controlling that internet? So we've elected for this. I think it was a really amazing warning, and it's time to think about Bradbury again.
I totally agree. Congratulations tonight.
Thank
Have
you.
fun.
Thank you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me, how does a producer like you pick a project? Because you can pick any project to be a part of. How do you pick a project to be a part of it?
There's several things. The most important thing for me is the people I work with, because this is my life.
Very
and
important.
I spend years making a movie, and I get really involved, and I need to know that I'm going to want to spend time with those people, and that I respect the creative people involved. Then the story has to speak to me, and it has to reach an obsession level. It's got to be one of those stories that you cannot forget.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got as soon as I heard Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451, Ramin Bahrani, Michael Shannon, HBO, I was like, that I can't forget.
What about the story? What did you identify with most? Like, what resonated with you most?
You know, it was fun. It was great to read it again, because honestly, I remember reading it as a teenager and just being like, that's terrifying, that will never happen. Reading it again a year ago, I thought, wow, that's terrifyingly prophetic, because it did happen, and here we are. And I started thinking, boy, look how isolated we are in our earbuds and our pads and our, having the news fed to us because of what we've read before.
Right.
I started to think, boy, if I don't get out of my comfort zone, I'm going to go dead. I'm going to go brain dead. So it made me get sort of excited to be around people who think very differently than me, so we can challenge each other.
The movie is so important for today, like you mentioned, the world versus society. And why do you think so? And then what do you hope people take away from it?
I hope they just remember to not to take anything they're fed in the news for granted. You've got to make sure, check your sources, think about things, and don't isolate yourself. I also want them to just be entertained, because it's a great story, and these actors are so good. You're not going to be able to close your mouth for the entire movie.
Let's talk about these actors. Talk about them. We have Michael Squared here, Michael Shannon, Michael B. Talk about working with these two to put this film together.
Well, it was very exciting. Ramin Bahrani had worked with Michael Shannon before on 99 Homes, so he had him in mind right when he was, writing Captain Beatty, and then we were, you cast around when you're thinking about who can be a mentee to mentor Michael Shannon, and you cast around all these younger actors, and you have a million names out there. And what was exciting about Michael B. Jordan is that he is lovely and sweet and very sort of a calm presence and very strong.
For Hollywood,
yeah, he's very strong, and I got so excited thinking about the power balance between him playing Montag and Michael Shannon playing Beatty, that was like a power balance I could understand, because of course the power shifts during the course of the movie, and you had to have someone strong enough. Yeah, it's like a father-son thing, and but they're best friends, and then they sort of, you know, they part. And Michael B is strong enough and smart enough to stand up and hold his own with Michael Shannon, and that's not easy.
Well, congratulations tonight. Everyone's going to enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you. Enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you. What was your first take on the script?
Oh, first take was I love the book. I read it in high school in Baltimore, and I had just before reading the script, saw there were some things in the news that there's some high schools that are banning it in the States. 1984 got banned in some places too. That's 2017.
Yeah.
So I was like, when I read the script and Ramin's take on it and the writer's take on it, I just was like, I gotta be part of it, man. And then when I knew Michael Shannon and Michael B. Jordan were attached, and I'm a huge fan of both, but especially Michael Shannon.
Yeah.
I wanted to go up against that force, and both of them, wow, it was great working with them.
Talk about working with them. What did you take away from working with both Michaels?
Just the serious dedication. Like, I'm very dedicated when I'm on set, and it's just great working with other people who are making it, who are really doing the things that I want to be doing, and they are very dedicated on set.
Right.
You know, doing justice to the script, the story. And story will always be number one, and very giving. And it was such a good time working with them.
The movie's so good, but you can easily forget there's a lot of physicality to the role. Talk about working with that and doing the acting all at the same time.
Yeah, we burn a lot. I mean, our first day was a lot of burning. Yeah. All of our first day was the same, and it was a lot of burning. Flamethrowers, heat, sweating. We have these amazing costumes that our costume designer made, but also, like, you're hot inside. It's leather, right?
Yeah.
It's like this special leather, and you're also protected with fireproof protectant, which also keeps, like, we're all protected with it, but that also keeps all the heat in.
Okay.
So I mean, that was the challenging part of it, but I love that I used to be a martial arts champion, so I love physicality.
Oh, so you already busted a move.
Yeah, I mean, well, like, it wasn't hard. Like, for me, I loved it. It was.
What do you hope people take away from watching the film? What message do you? So many messages to take away, but what message do you hope people take away?
I think read and question things. Always question. I think Socrates said it well. You got to question things. Questioning things and looking at different point of views, which is what all these books and art and music give us, right? They put up, when it's done well, it puts up a mirror up to society, and that's what we need.
Yeah, especially today.
Especially today.
Yeah.
We had a beautiful music video that came out the other day, right?
We did. I love it. This is America. Hey.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Have fun tonight.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you.
You guys are very big USA heavy in the film, so I figured it might work.
Oh yeah, they really were.
Very,
although I'm not American, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very diplomatic in the film. Talk about how you came to be involved in the project.
Man, I actually got super lucky, dude. Like,
luck?
Yeah, man. Like, count my lucky stars.
Your talent and your determination.
Well, no, yeah, fair enough. Well, I think that has something to do with it. But it was I'm from Toronto. It was filming in Toronto, and I had actually. A year before this was filming, a lot of life happened, and I actually saw an interview of Michael B. Jordan giving a lot of on YouTube, inspiring and talking about, like, his process and stuff. And I was, it encouraged me so much, and I was like, one day I'm gonna work with that guy. I have to. I want to work with him so bad. That was like a year ago, and then my team got word that Fahrenheit 451 is gonna be filming here, and then I found out Michael B. Jordan was going to be the lead on the film. And I told them, you guys got to do whatever you got to do to get me an audition. And like I said, like, had it been filming in New York or had it been filming in Europe, I might not have had the chance, but it's filming right in my home backyard. So I auditioned, callback after callback after callback, and then luckily for me, they pulled the trigger.
Fate, ladies and gentlemen, fate. Congratulations tonight.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. You too.
You too.
Take care.
Hey, buddy.
How are you?
Good to see you, man.
What's going on?
Just trying to see a movie.
See a movie?
See a movie.
When are we getting the trilogy, the last in the trilogy?
You're actually going to get it sooner than you think, though. I'm hustling really hard.
You know how you do.
Nope, not this time. This time you're going to be like, shit, he came out with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on its way.
You like to take your time.
I like to take my time, but
Sade style.
I think it's really kind of important to kind of get on with the end of this trilogy and move on to a new topic. You know what I'm saying?
Are you already thinking about the new topic already?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that far in advance when it comes to the music?
Well, I've been writing this trilogy for like about, obviously, like 10 years. So many of the songs are fashioned throughout different experiences, and of course they get colored by present experiences as the day goes by. So it's almost like writing an album for the past, the future, and the present at the same time. But I'm very excited to move on. I'm very excited about what we're about to release.
Okay.
I'm more excited about the festival that we're doing called a Black Summer Night for Social Justice in Queens. On
Is this your produced festival?
This is us, man. This is Jasmine Sullivan. This is Fantasia. This is Division. This is a bunch of speakers that I can't
need that VIP.
Of course. I mean, but all the proceeds go to the Me Too movement.
Okay, well, then I guess I'm invited.
Yeah. The gross incarceration of African Americans, you know, Haiti, Puerto Rico. So it's a cultural experience.
It's important. Lastly, I mean, you always put me on to something hip. Last time we talked, you put me on to Sergio Slim, but I'm still bumping. Who do I need to bump now? Like, put me on to somebody now.
Daniel Caesar.
Daniel Caesar. Okay. I'm gonna bump Daniel Caesar. You always got good taste.
I try.
You always look me up.
I try.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
So we are here with Kabanga. You have been part of the HBO family for a long time. You are now working on the Deuce season 2.
Yes.
Tell me anything I can know.
Nothing.
Give me a little bit.
It's 7 years down the road. So I can tell you that.
Wow.
So
time jump.
Time jump. Some lives have been affected. Things have changed. Some things haven't changed. But still New York in the 70s.
You guys had some psychedelic fashion. Are we stepping it up season 2, or is the wardrobe crazy?
Oh my goodness, the wardrobe is off. I was about to say off the chain, but that is taking us back to the 90s instead of 70s. But it's an amazing wardrobe set. Like we have the best designers, we have like the best writers, you know, to put us in that world. So yeah, you'll feel like you were in the 70s.
And then where are we plot-wise seeing you go a little bit, or is it a bit more serious for you this season around? Is it a bit more dramatic? Are we going there? Are we crying?
I cry every day, my friend. I would just say, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to be staying tuned. Thank you so much for being here. Have fun.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm in the lab cooking at some magic. You know, I've been hanging on set with 50 and Omari, and they've been making some stuff. So I was like, I got inspired. So I was like, let me go cook something up.
I can imagine that could be inspiring.
Absolutely.
What have you learned from those guys being on set with them?
I mean, really, I've learned about diversity. You know, diversifying what you do and how you do it. Particularly from 50, and now Omari, he's putting out his album too. So he encouraged me to do my music. So it's the single is called We Are. Single and video that are dropping in the next 24 hours, and all the proceeds go to benefit YoungNewYorkers.org, which keeps children out of jail and puts them into juvenile arts rehabilitation programs.
That's so important.
Yeah.
What made you want to do that?
I mean, I do a lot of work with mass incarceration, and I particularly like to focus on the incarceration of women and children. You know, we're the only country in the world that incarcerates juveniles on levels of capital punishment. And so when I found out that this organization was literally taking juveniles and teens out of the courtroom and putting them in arts programs as opposed to having them sentenced to prison, I was like, this is a very direct and easy action to get involved with.
We'll continue the good work, my friend.
Thank you, brother. Nice to meet you.